Hello everyone, I am Buck Wsr, putting the do into do-it-yourself. Our do-it-yourself project today includes replacing the rope, the starter rope on the recoil starter on this here Craftsman 27cc 2-cycle easy start handheld leaf blower. So hopefully we can handle this together and won't be too much of a struggle. I got some replacement starter rope here. It's actually of a thicker gauge than the original, but hopefully it'll still work. And we've got a couple of screws to remove here on this red plastic cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, looks like 7, and they are going to be either a slotted screwdriver or a Torx T20 driver, which is what I'm going to use. So let's get up here on the tripod and see about getting this done. And also, of course, you got to have your coffee. Right. Alright, so we've got cover is coming off, and it looks like our cable got wrapped up in here around the flywheel. Not sure how that happened. Alright, so he's completely off for now. That's good. He's had to prop him up. And now here is our pull string. We have another screw in there. It's like the same Torx bit, which I think will get this off of there for us. So, screw comes out, then the washer, then this plastic guy right here. Now the spring is still wound in there, and I don't really wish to disturb that. And our old string pokes through this hole, and a knot is tied here. So I'm going to pull it through this way. Like so. Now, using the old string, I can get a sense on how long the new piece needs to be. This guy pulls through there. So we can get a feel on how long our how long to make our new string. There, a little bit more, right about there. Try to cut it right about there. Now, one thing to keep in mind is we're using a thicker string. And a thicker string takes up more space, so I definitely want to make sure I've got enough space on this spool for the string that I'm using, right? That's an important consideration. If this is too thick, I may just have to try to get a hold of some of the thinner stuff. Well, we're going to give it a shot. The other thing that I wish to point out is that this hole in the spool through which the string has to pass is a little bit small for this string that I have. So I am going to take I'm going to get a drill and open it up a little bit bigger because I want to try to be able to push the thicker string through it. All right. All right, got to be big enough to get our string to go through. One of the struggles here is that this particular braided rope tends to come open. That may make it a challenge to get through there. Use this instrument to poke it through. All right, that's good. Now, you know what I think? I probably just need to melt some of this into a big wad of melted nylon, and that will serve as our stop, our ball, to keep it all from pulling through. I'll go play around with the matches, and come back. Okay, so I actually went to my shed, fired up a torch, and you can see that I melted the ends of those strands, so I have a nice big ball on the end, and that will absolutely keep the string from pulling back through the hole. So now we can tuck this in there a little more confidently. Like so, and I know that is going to work. Okay, I like that. Okay, so let's now push this in through the opening here. I'm going to put this guy back in place. And I think what I'm going to do is wind the string up onto the spool manually, much as I'm able to do. about that much. Now I'm going to put this guy back on. And this groove here lines up with the end of the spring. We want it to catch there. Pull it out and it retracts. It did not retract all the way. So let's try that again. All right. It's retracting most of the way, and I think I'm just going to leave it like that and we'll give it a try. Just hoping that when we tie our handle on here, that 2 feet that we pull out will be enough to get the machine started. Okay. All right. Washer goes back in next. Screw goes back in. Hold that down. And I'm not going to put the handle on quite yet. So that's a fairly simple procedure that we can do at the end. Now I'm going to get this guy back in place on the machine, and then we'll try it out. This shouldn't be too big of a deal. It's just the reverse of what we did when we were taking it off, and I will do that off camera and then bring you back for the final steps. Our remaining step is to put on the handle. So I want to cut this short again and hopefully be able to push this up through the hole in our handle. Fortunately, that guy came unfreighting it. You know what? I'm gonna have to drill this out just as like I did the spool, because I just don't think it's gonna fit through there since we're using a heavier gauge string. You know, something like this. Hopefully that'll do it. A little tough because it's coming unfrayed on me. It's going. There it is. Needle nose. Okay, so here this time I'm going to tie a knot because it doesn't matter here if I don't have enough space or not. Yeah. All right. I'm going to cut this off, light a match, and melt the end of it a little bit, and we'll be good to go. All that remains is to fire it up. right, there you go. We've successfully done it, replacing that string. I hope that helps you on your DIY projects. That wasn't too much of a challenge, and we got it done. Thanks for joining me today. I am Buck WSR Weezer. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye-bye.